Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing something a bit different because I actually asked you guys on my Instagram to send in your favourite gorilla song and why it's your favourite. And I've got all the answers here and we're just gonna go through them. It's kind of just ripped off yesterday I asked you, but it's not gonna be as funny. So the first person I've got is a drawing froggo who says sleeping powder, just something about the way it sounds and changes. Sleeping powder's a good one, especially because it was released as a single, not on an album. I can't tell you statistically that it did well, but I feel in my heart that it did well. A lot of people like it. I think it's partially because it came with the music video and so many people wanted more 2D content. And then it came out, but I agree, the way the music changes, especially when after the introduction, is really good. Stereotypical Dynamo says it could either be Sokai, I don't know how to pronounce that, or Tomorrow Comes Today. They're kind of melancholy kind of songs, I feel like. Sukai, I don't know what to call it, is really good. I think it might be one of the best ones from the new album. I'm not going to call it the best, but it is one of the best ones. One of. Tomorrow Comes Today is a classic. I mean, that was basically their jumpstart to success. I mean, Clint Eastwood was their big hit, but Tomorrow Comes Today came first. It's also, I can't remember what Blur song it is, but there's a Blur song that sounds a lot like Tomorrow Comes Today. And it's what Damon calls the first Gorillaz song, and it sounds a lot like Tomorrow Comes Today, so I think he already knew what that was going to be when he started writing it. I'm going to say Strange Folk, but with a Z, because I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry. Camilo said Seattle Yodel. No! Up next we've got Shabba Dabba Feel Good. Ironically, they're a fan of the first album, so they say, my favourite changes a lot, but I've always really loved M1A1 and double bass or Starshine. I really don't like M1A1, I've talked about this before. I don't like it very much, but I mean, go off, I guess. Double bass is good, that's underrated. Starshine's underrated as well. The first album is when they were really kind of pushing the 2D singing, because Damon modifies his voice for the whole album. I mean, he drops it after the first one. I know in canon they say that 2D got a voice coach that helped him sing better for the second album. But yeah, the first album I feel like is really 2D's album in the same way the Now is, even though it's Murdoch in 2Ds. All We Are Is Stars is also a fan of the underrated songs. They say, Stop the Dance, it has a really pretty instrumental and it's just such a beautiful song. Yeah, I agree. Stop the Dance is underrated, so is the whole of D-Sides pretty much is underrated. But Stop the Dance is really beautiful, and Hong Kong. Super Slow Jellyfish says, probably Feel Good Inc. because it's the first one I heard. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, the first song you hear sticks out to you, I guess. Mine was Rhinestone Eyes. Coco666, Ruru. Hope I said that right. 5'4", because my dad is gay and it cracks me up. Oh, cause she turned your dad on? Yeah, I don't think she did turn your dad on. Lucy Seg said, my favourite song is Every Planet We Reach Is Dead because it is very cool and I enjoy... It's been cut off there, but it is very cool. A lot of people actually said Every Planet We Reach Is Dead was their favourite. I do think the live version's much superior to the studio version, but that's just my opinion. QT2D says, Slow Country, cause it's like a bop, but calm at the same time. Yeah, I also feel like Slow Country is kind of sad, but it's bittersweet, kind of sad. It's not cry your eyes out sad, but it's you feel it in your soul, I guess. Unless you don't have one like Murdoch. Bugman by Blur is also on a D-sides kick, because they say the swagger, double bass, and Bill Murray. Well, I mean, double bass is from the first album. I said this on my story, but I don't really like the swagger. A lot of people got really angry at me for that. I'm just not a fan of it personally. Bill Murray's a good one. Double bass, you already talked about, that one's underrated. I think it's because it's an instrumental track. People never listen to the instrumental tracks as much. Hasushi04 says El Mañana because it's so chill and calm. I mean, it wasn't chill for Noodle because she fucking died, but I know what you mean. It makes me sad though, not just because of Noodle. The song's already sad. It is good. I don't know, I'd call it chill. Uncle Murdy said some kind of nature in all caps, and disturbing stuff like Ghost Train, Gravity, then it's cut off there. Ghost Train's a bop. It's the only Gorillaz song that Paula played guitar for. Maybe you're a Paula fan. If you listen to Gravity, you have to be like concentrating on it. You can't, for me, I can't just have it as background noise really. Neffy Draws says Rhinestone Eyes because it just radiates energy to me. I know what you mean. I can't explain why, but the Rhinestone Eyes does have like a very powerful energy attached to it. Pirtsaka Lord Gemenemem Martin, that's a mouthful. said Al Mañana just because it makes me feel a little more alive. Yeah. Santa Rajan said Broken is just like me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you feel that way. You don't deserve to feel that way. I hope you stop feeling like that. But Broken is a good one. Donkomatic says Crybaby Lil G. It's just so nice. You're correct. You all know that I love Donkomatic. I listened to it twice today already. Idiosyncrate said She's My Collar and Clint Eastwood, and they were worried that collabs wouldn't count. They do, they count, they totally count. Most Gorillaz songs are collabs. She's My Collar is a good one, mostly because Kali Uchis is, you know. Clint Eastwood is also a bop, we know this isn't news. Skinny Tall Bean, Feel Good Inc, because it's a classic, that's fair. Everyone knows Feel Good Inc. El Mañana, as always, says Saturn's Chocolate Bars. First of all, good username, and second of all, yes. Long Live Maggie said, On Melancholy Hill, because my crush introduced me to the band with that song. Oh, imagine On Melancholy Hill being your song. You can play that at your wedding. Sorry, am I planning your wedding now? I'm sorry. Dragos Laskew. Sorry if I'm pronouncing any of these wrong. Empire Ants, because it makes me sad. Yeah, Empire Ants has a... You know how the person earlier on said that Rhinestone Eyes has like an energy to it? So does Empire Ants. I think Yukimi Nagano might just be magic. Empire Ants Live is possibly one of my favourite things, especially the 2010 Letterman performance. Cat, you're canny? November has come because every tone of song is perfect. Now this really is an underrated one because no one else has said this one yet. And Luis Alberto Espinoza 8, sorry if I got that wrong, said On Melancholy Hill, and I think this says Greetings from Peru. Hello Peru, how are you? It's weird that people from Peru follow me because it seems like a really far away place. On Melancholy Hill is a good choice. Vintage Gloss says, I really like Magic City, Fireflies, and Busted in Blue. I get the feels. They're kind of sad, but they're also not. It's an odd kind of feeling. You're totally right when you say that they give you feels, but like, that's the only way you can really describe it because they're not really, they're not like depressing, really. But there's like hope in them. I really don't know how to, I'm not explaining it very well, but I understand what you mean. Lucy MCC12 said, "Rock the house for Del." That's valid. We needed more Del songs. And Del, the character, he deserved better. I know that they just killed him off because Del was probably too busy to work with them. But like, I don't know if you can hear that. That's my pizza beeping in the background. Murdoch Nichols Ready to Mingle says, "Sunshine in a bag, brackets, I don't have a fave." Noodles Lipstick, that's a good username, says, "Currently punk, that's the bomb.com. It's really catchy." You're right. There's no other gorillaz songs really like that one, I feel. Do you know what I mean? It's like a really out there song for them. It's completely out of what they usually do. Just saying something, because gorillaz do everything. Raccoon Clubhouse says, "Faust and or Parish of Stardust, because that song brings back good memories." I'm glad they bring you good memories. They're good songs. There are other responses that I already answered on my story that I won't be putting in the video, but lots of people said Faust was one of their favourites. Musical Bagel Santa said, "The English version of Latin Simone, somehow I can relate to that song." Yeah, Latin Simone is a good one. I think it worked. I like the Spanish version better, but the Spanish and the English are both good. And I feel like people don't like it because it doesn't have Damon in, really. But there are a lot of songs that are good but don't have Damon in. I think people forget that he's like the man behind the scenes as well. Like, obviously the other people are singing, but he's like directing them. He's making the music happen. It's his vision. If you want me to do something like this again, like a Q&A type thing, or really anything where you guys get to talk about gorillaz, because no one wants to listen to me talk all the time, or anything where we just talk about gorillaz in general, just let me know. But you should tell me if you have ideas for videos, because the odds are that I will do them if I am capable of doing them. I guess that's all I really have to say. Thanks for watching this. If you watched it all the way to the end, congrats to you. Don't really have anything else left to say. Bye, YouTube.